For centuries, legends of sea monsters have ignited our imaginations, and fossil records tell the story of a prehistoric shark so massive that it would one day become the subject of a Jason Statham movie. Today, we're talking about megalodon, the giant prehistoric shark that ruled the seven seas. Today, most sharks vary in size, like boxers. Some are 5 to 7 feet long. Hammerheads can get up to 20 feet. The great white shark averages 11 to 16 feet, with females growing longer than males, but can grow much larger. And there are hundreds of species that can only grow to around 39 inches or less. Is it even really a shark at that point? It feels like it should at least be big enough to eat something that would get it on the news. But in prehistoric times, everything was pretty supersized. During its time as an apex predator, the megalodon reached lengths of 60 feet or more. For comparison, the biggest great white shark is the same length as its ancient ancestor's reproductive organ. Not even the mighty great white can recover from that comparison. But size isn't the only thing that mattered. You've probably heard Tyrannosaurus rex described as the king of the dinosaurs. Well, the megalodon was king of the seas, like Poseidon, if Poseidon were a giant meat torpedo with 7-inch teeth. According to studies performed by Stephen Rowe of the University of New South Wales in Australia, the megalodon's jaws created a maximum 4,000 pounds of bite force pressure. That's strong enough to smash a car like a junkyard crusher. Luckily, the megalodon went extinct, or else we might all have to stop driving our cars through the ocean. For another comparison, picture any scene from your favorite shark movie, Jaws 2, Jaws 3D, etc., where the shark bites someone. Now imagine that same bite is 10 times more powerful. That is the force of a megalodon's bite. And also, you would not have been allowed to see that movie. Not even whales are safe from the megalodon's devastating jaws. Fossil records show megalodon bite marks on baleen whales from the time period, which just goes to show no creature, great or small, was off the menu. Comparing the megalodon and the great white shark seems like it would make sense. They've both had a number of movies made about them. But in reality, the modern great white probably didn't evolve from its giant prehistoric cousin. While their teeth are similarly shaped, the two sharks are entirely different species. In fact, great whites are more closely related to mako sharks. As for the megalodon, it could have been related to a different supersized shark, Otodus, which lived 45 to 60 million years ago. Some scientists believe Otodus eventually evolved into the megalodon based on some dental similarities. Otodus's serrated teeth could very well have been the predecessors of the megalodon's flesh-ripping chompers. They also likely had the same diet of large marine life during their time in the ocean, including baleen whales. When you're a giant prehistoric shark, there's nothing that's not on the menu. In pop culture, great white sharks are often portrayed as vicious hunters, but that isn't really the case. They're ambush predators, striking prey from underneath and quickly pulling it underwater. And while they certainly pursue their favorite prey with gusto, the sharks almost never attack humans. Humans are far too high in muscle and low in fat to satiate a great white. It's like stopping to pick up a half-eaten sandwich from the sidewalk. It'll do in a pinch, but it's not what you left the house for. However, it's theorized that megalodon was much more aggressive. Scientists believe that this prehistoric shark used to systematically disable its prey, biting off the fins and tails of whales before devouring them. It likely also attacked from below. But rather than pulling prey under, the megalodon would have simply torn open its underside and feasted on succulent meat. Although the megalodon had 7-inch long teeth and a fearsome bite, it did lack one thing: a strong skeleton. Should have had a few glasses of milk in between whales, buddy. Most shark skeletons have a ton of cartilage in them. Unfortunately, the flexible connective tissue effectively disintegrates after the animal dies. So that means the megalodon's fossil record isn't exactly complete. Most of what we know about the shark comes from its teeth. The size and characteristics of the megalodon's pearly whites led scientists to believe the shark had a large jaw. But fossilized teeth are not a yearbook photo. As of 2022, a study published in Historical Biology confirmed scientists are still trying to find proof of what the megalodon actually looked like. As one of the researchers noted, the reality is there are presently no scientific means to support or refute the accuracy of any of the previously published body forms of Otodus megalodon. So, until we find more scientific evidence of its appearance, or someone invents a time machine, we'll probably never know what megalodon truly looked like. Thanks for watching, and check back next time to hear more about our weird history.